Friends, Rochelle here. I'm coming to you from my favorite place in the world, Maui. You'll be dropping podcasts here for the next couple of weeks. If you're listening, then I'm sorry you can't see this beautiful turquoise, all the shades of blue behind me. But if you're watching, you can see that. And I'm trying to duck out of the wind and the waves, so hopefully you can hear me. But God's put a little message on my heart that I want to share, and I'll keep this short and sweet, but it's really powerful. As we came over to Maui, if you know me or my family, this is our sacred place. We've been coming here. My husband and I'll get to the story, came here before we had Emmy, and then we've been coming every year since we had Emmy, except for COVID and the year Weston was born. So I think this is like trip 10 or 11 for the kids, and it's such a special place. But I was out journaling this morning, which I tell you, foundations, journaling is one of the strongest habits you can have. It works for everybody. Not every tool works for everybody. Journaling is the one that does work for everyone. But I was sitting out of our condo today journaling this morning, and God keeps putting this word, decide, on my heart. And I'm like, wow, that's a powerful word. Like, what is that you want me to get out of this word? Or what is it, God, you want me to share out of this word? And it keeps coming down to in this life. And then I was just jogging up here, and literally this song came on that was like, in a world full of people, only some want to fly. And that doesn't mean like literally jump out of an airplane or something. That means in a world full of people, not everyone wants to rise, right? Not everyone wants to grow. And I feel like that is what we're here to do. Like that is what we as humans are, to grow and learn more about ourselves and serve deeper and be healthy, take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your emotions, your spirit. But this word decide keeps coming on my heart. And then the final God wink. So again, being aware of these things, my mastermind teammate. So this is where being around groups of people that lift you up, that have same values, same growth mindset, texted to our group a quote with the word decide in it. And I'm like, okay, God, that's the final link here. Let's share. And I was talking about this with my own life coach a couple weeks ago. Like, why is it so hard right now to get people to commit to things, to commit to their health, to commit to growth, to commit to leaving their job if it's sucking the soul out of them? Like, people are having a hard time committing right now. And I find commitment is so much more important than motivation or inspiration. I don't love the word discipline. I think commitment is much stronger. And what it came down to is, in order to be a committed person in any area of your life, you have to decide. You have to decide. And that is such a powerful word. And it's a power that only you have. If you want to be healthy, like today, I said, I'm going to go do my workout. We were traveling all day the last 2 days. I just needed to get my wiggles out. I was starting to feel anxious. And I decided this morning, I was going to do it. I kind of went through the mind trap that we all do. And now, unfortunately, I waited till 11 a.m. and it's super hot out. But I had decided I'm going to do it, and I'm going to stick to what I said I'm going to do. I think decision has to come before commitment. To decide is something only you can do. So I just encourage you. All these messages are meant to encourage you. Like, is there an area of your life you're kind of sitting on the fence? Like, if you're a no, you're a no. I think that's better than a fence sitter. If you're like, no, that's not for me. If you're a yes, you're a yes. Like, we have to decide one way or another. And putting it back, I'm going to go even deeper with this, and I'll finish here. That word, decide, it could take years. It could take decades. Like, if you make a decision to do something big in your life that's important to you, you have to keep putting in the steps. To decide something isn't to say, I'm going to try it and see if it works and give up when it gets hard. I was reflecting this morning. It's going to get me kind of emotional. Here, let me sit down here. There's your view. My husband and I came to Maui for the first time probably 14 years ago. We came for a friend's wedding. They got Maui, and we fell in love with this island. But I remember at that time, we had started trying to have a family, and I had had my first miscarriage, and it was devastating, right? Anyone that's gone through that, my heart's for you. I've had a few. It is really emotionally, physically, every kind of devastating. And I remember being here and just like, man, this place feels magical to us and our family, and we want to come back. We came for 6. This is like kind of a story that just shows you that sometimes God's working in bigger, creative ways, not sometimes, all the time, that sometimes we can't see the whole picture yet. It might take months, might take years. In this case, it took, here we are about 14 years later. I'll get full circle on this. So we came for only like 6 days that first year, and we just fell in love with Maui. And we're like, we decided we want to have a family and bring him back to Maui. So flash forward, I did finally have a healthy pregnancy with Emmy, which again threw me in the toughest time in my life. Going through that, it let me see how important family, time, and freedom are. So again, through one of the hardest times in my life, it helped Brian and I decide, like, when we have a family, time, freedom, being able to be together, like, that was so important to us. We made that decision before we even had a family. And so we brought Emmy to Maui. She was 9 months old for the very first time, and we came for 9 days then. And we decided, we got to come for longer. Like, we had no money. My husband had just started his business. We had a baby. I was working part-time. Like, we somehow, I don't know how, we scrapped it together. We did what it had to take, and we saved. And I remember he used to drive delivery, like food delivery, to make some extra money. Like, we made it happen to get back here, which was amazing. I think we found like a timeshare, one of those things, like you got 5 nights, you got to sit through a presentation, and then they gave you a smoking deal, and we're like, whatever, we just want to get back there. And so that was, Emmy's 12 now, so that was like 11 years ago. And we just decided, again, this is important, like, just take that word decision. It is something you have to put action behind. Like, God will work a lot of things all the time. Like, I mean, this is my big message. God, universe, wherever you're at in your beliefs, like, you have to believe in faith, in something bigger than you, but you have to make the decision, and you also have to move. Like, I see a lot of people, I'm going to pray about that. I'm going to put that out there. And that's awesome. I do that all the time. But then you have to be proactive. You have to see those God winks. You have to see those synchronicities. You have to see, oh my gosh, that door closed because this one opened. If you're so focused on the closed door, you're not going to see the one that was open. And so, oh gosh, I wish I could show you. There's this turtle. Maybe we'll get to turtle time in a second. But again, this has become a big part of our life. So we decided, okay, we want to come back to Maui. We want to keep making the trip longer. So I ended up getting pregnant with my son. We missed the year coming here. So we came back because he was born right around when we come. We came back the next year, and little by little, and every year it's been more challenging. Luckily, our businesses have grown, so the financial part we're more blessed with now, because let me tell you, we know what it's like to be with no money. I've been there. We've worked really hard at our businesses, sacrificed a lot to have the lifestyle that we have. It's not luck at all. It's a lot of hard work and, servant heart and just doing what we feel passionate about. But so we stay at the same complex. Oh gosh, I hope this isn't getting too loud. We stay at the same complex every year. And each year we're like, okay, we want this unit next time. Oh, this one's nicer. And this year, it's been, 10, 11 times. There's a unit we've been looking at forever that we've wanted to stay in. And we booked it this year. Like, it was a little bit more. It was something that's been on our bucket dream list for the last 10 years. Like, I hope one day we can stay in this unit. It's 2-bedroom. We got a little bit more space. We're not cramping 5 of us. I mean, we've rented the most junky rental cars over here. We just wanted to be here, and that's what is so important to us, the time and the freedom. But let me tell you, to have a second bedroom, some extra space for all of us, and it's just right on the ocean. And this was the God wink today. This unit is right next to this little cliff overlooking the beach that we've sat on a million times. But this year, between last year and this year, and this is right outside our door now, it says Inspiration Point. And I just love that because I set an intention. So part of decision is being aware, like making a decision and then taking the steps. And intentions are really important. Like, set your intention. That's your North Star. I set an intention on this trip. I really wanted to get some inspiration. Like, I feel something big, like just a shift. And I want some inspiration, some vision. And sure enough, there's now a sign on this cliff that says Inspiration Point, and it's right outside my door. And so I just think that's so important in your life. Like, make decisions. It's hard. Do not be an indecisive person. Like, and here's the other thing with decide. I'll leave it here. In your life, whether it's with your spouse, your family, your single life, wherever you're at, your retired life, like, you get to decide, my friends. You don't have to live by anybody else's rules. You don't have to live by anybody else's expectation or judgment on you. That is not in your power anyway. So you get this one life. You better decide what the heck you're going to do with it, how you're going to show up, what's important to you, how you want to live. If you're raising a family, you get to pick how you want to raise your family. We took our kids out the last week of school, which I'm sure the teachers didn't think was the best decision ever. They supported us. But again, that word to decide is something only you hold power to. And when you do that, when you start taking action, God is going to meet you so much more powerfully. Think about your kids, right? When they're becoming independent and getting some responsibility, the more they show action, the more they decide and own up to, stepping up to the plate, the more that you are going to give them or you have given them. And so right now, think of an area in your life that you need to decide a little deeper on and, or a little stronger on. Well, maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your mental health. Maybe you need to decide, I am going to journal every morning. Maybe you need to decide if the spiritual part's coming up a lot. People are thirsty for the spiritual side of health. It is very, very powerful. Again, your emotional side. So Rise is coming. I'm going to keep saying it because it's starting in a couple weeks. I think I have 3 spots left. I've got a couple calls while I'm here. So again, decide. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Like I said, I'd rather someone be a total no than a maybe, and then it starts, and then you miss out, and then September comes, and you're like, why didn't I just do that? Why didn't I just do that? So today, I want you to decide on one thing that you need to then commit and take action on. Like, I don't care how long it takes. Some of these things take a heck of a long time. All right. There you go. Some more. How can you not love this place? Oh, I see you're here, Janet. Kim, I know you're just in Hawaii. Everyone has a place they love, right? That's like your special spot. This is just, you can see it. It's just, this place just, it's my soul is on fire here in Maui. I just love it. So have a beautiful day. I hope this wasn't too windy or choppy. I forgot my AirPods, so I went and bought some cheapy ones, and sorry. All right. I love you all. You can decide. You have the power. It is your life. Live it.